Alright guys, the reason I'm making this video is I've seen a lot of people, like whenever I'm on calls with clients, I've heard this so many times where people will be like, oh yeah, Facebook ads doesn't work in my industry, okay? And it's one of the biggest false beliefs that are keeping you stuck from scaling, okay? The truth is that Facebook ads do work in your industry, okay? It's just, I'm gonna show you exactly like how to make them work, but like, it's never like something doesn't work. It's just how well you can make it work. Okay, so Facebook ads, it's not that Facebook ads don't work. It's just how well you can make it work. Okay, so most of you guys who are going to be running these ads now, like if you've come to the belief that it doesn't work, you've had a past experience where you've been burnt. Okay, now what happened is I'm going to assume that 9% of the time they have some guy who they paid $500 a month to or $1,000 a month to. They ran one ad with an image and they either got no leads and said, or ads don't work, or they didn't call the leads fast enough and the agency had a bad creative strategy and there was low quality leads, and now people come to the fruitation that Facebook ads don't work and only Google ads work. Okay, now I'm going to tell you that like that is like, I'm here to break it down that like that's just a false belief, right? I'm here to tell you that like it does work for your industry. Okay, just think about it logically for a second. So let's remove emotions from this. If your audience are on Facebook scrolling, okay, your competitors are running ads, okay, and even your customers are opting in for your form and they're interested in it, they've pressed opt in, okay, they put the information in, there's no doubt that it does work, okay. The issue comes down to your offer and your creatives, only two things, and then also your sales process, okay. Like you guys have to realize when you what tends to happen is that people treat a Facebook ad lead the same as a referral lead. A referral lead you can send an email to and they close like that. A paid ad lead takes a lot more touch points to close. It's not just a one and done thing where you send them an email and then they're bought. You have to call it lead in the first 5 minutes because these guys have never seen you before. They don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you yet. Okay, you need to build that rapport because what's going to happen is that a cold lead is not going to just opt in for you. They're going to opt in for 3 or 4 more competitors. Okay, and whoever picks up first is going to get that customer. Okay, so the big thing there is to just make sure that you understand the difference between a Facebook ad lead and a Google/referral lead. Okay, Facebook ad is the hardest thing to implement, but it's the best way to scale long term, okay? Because it's not attention through search like Google, okay, where you can maximize the amount of clicks in your area. It's about attention through interrupts. You're interrupting people's attention, okay? And that's the difference between those two. It's much, much harder to convert compared to a Google referral lead, but once you do it, it's like you're optimized for scalability, okay? You'll never have to worry about a customer again, okay? So let's go back to why Facebook, why it does work in your industry. Okay, we've just said that your customers are scrolling on the app, your competitors are running ads. Okay, and then we also just said that they're filling out the forms. Okay, what really happens is that what's happened is the strategy was off. Okay, that's the only thing. The strategy was off. If you cannot get customers through the door from Facebook, your customers are off. Most people think as well that Facebook is this machine where you put $1,000 in and you're going to get $100,000 back and it's just down to the ads. It's no, the ads is just eyeballs on your offer, okay? The ads are going to show you what's currently working or what's not currently working. So it amplifies what's working and what's not working. So if you have a terrible sales process and you run ads, okay, the ads is going to show you a bottleneck, okay, which is going to tell you that you have a shit sales process. Right. If you've got 150 leads come through the door and you've closed 0 or 1, you don't have an ad issue. You have a sales process issue. And that's the biggest thing that normally happens is that clients can't close their leads and they'll say, oh, Meta ads don't work, or, I had low quality leads. When in reality, they took 3 days to call the lead. Okay. They had no clear offer and they don't have a sales process. They just call the lead once and then put it back down. Our clients, I say to our clients, you have to call these leads. We have 7 touch points in the first 72 hours, whether it's calling, automated SMS, automated email messages. Our only goal is to get as much touch points as possible within the first 72 hours, okay? Because I said to all my clients, the biggest failure with Meta ads isn't actually getting leads. It's actually converting the leads, okay? That is the biggest bottleneck in any service-based business. It's actually converting their leads, okay? And like the only thing as a founder is to book calls and close deals. So if you're not calling the leads, like you're not actually scaling the company. Your only goal as a founder is to book in calls and close deals. Everything else can be automated, delegated, or removed. Your client work, that can be delegated, okay? Everything else can be automated, delegated, or removed. Your only goal as a founder is to get quotes or get appointments and close jobs. Only things. That's how you scale any company, okay? So like this idea of Facebook ads don't work in my industry unless you're like in a very narrow industry. Like for example, you're running B2B and your total addressable market is like 1,000 people. Like I would say don't do ads. Like it's more for like, I'd say go cold emailing if you're doing B2B. But if you are a B2C company, whether you're a concreter, whatever industry you're in, like concreter, clinic, there's no doubt that ads do work in your industry. It's just a false belief you've had because you've experienced a negative, you've had a negative past experience. Now you've come to the fruition that ads don't work in your industry. Okay, like I'm here to tell you, like it does work. Okay, you need the right strategy, you need a clear offer. Okay, and you need to make sure that you're calling the leads as soon as possible. You know, we've had clients who've actually ran ads, like within the first 2 weeks of running ads, he closed 200K in jobs in revenue. First 2 weeks. Okay. The only thing, like the reason for that was we had a very good creative direction strategy. Okay, so we were getting leads in for like $4 AUD. And then also he was on the phone as soon as possible, calling straight away, because he knew that the only way to scale a company is to book calls, book quotes, and close deals. Right? I've done this for dozens of other companies as well. Okay, so again, if you are experiencing an issue where you're like, oh, Facebook ads don't work in my industry, call leads faster, have a better creative direction strategy. There's not much else to it. It's very simple. Okay. And if you have any other questions, guys, let me know in the comments. I'm sort of liking these really organic videos where it's just me talking, highly edited stuff, just giving value. Like I think these videos are a lot better. Give it a thumbs up if you like these videos. And any questions, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't watched this video up here, go watch this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.